Extreme weather over here. We actually looking at the large storm front in the Florida. There's gonna be a lot of happening. There's actually a storm watch on right now. There's still gonna be a very interesting threat with Florida because the storms was producing lots of tornadoes early, and it's still gonna be there, but still gonna be a very long time when it's something gonna be cooling downward until tomorrow threat for in Maryland, but there's still gonna be a lot of storms in there. Some in the future I will gonna be doing a very long event. So far, there's gonna be a lot of flooding in around the western region, and I will going again about the gonna be outcomes each day with these with the dew point scenario. Gonna be when you have lots of dry air and the blue is very lower additional with the dry, and also you have more dew point scenario come into play with these storm fronts. But the more dew points do going again, there's a more chance to begin with the waterfronts. Another big concern with the dew points with the Cape, but there's not lots of going on with the lots of interesting with the Cape. It's coming. You only get 400 joules of Cape, and that's it until next round will appearing hopefully very soon, because it's still gonna be a lot of threat about it going on over time with the snowfall this summer, the summer region. I mean, like around the winter still. I mean, like summer, it just means like above hours. It feels like summer, but it's not, because this season it will be a very. There's nothing activity because there's not a lot types, but there's gonna be a lot of it in Maryland, but there's not gonna be very growing. Really needs anything out there for it with temperature changes over time with until the next summer or thunderstorm year. It's gonna be slower, and then will be in November will be happening again. This only go to 6 hours, but I will show you the weather bell predicting the long terms forecast. And it still could be out there with the clouds. There's not a lot of interesting things with the clouds. It's just not gonna be. I was trying to say about Florida. There's gonna be the pink and purple shows lots of hail, and also the more interesting the greens are indicated there's a chance for flooding in your region. Still gonna be very until then where it's going to happening still with the radar a concern with the storms. Still, it's going to be a very long day with these in the cloud or up there. There's another low pressure trying to form in the west, but it's a little bit slowly. There's maybe a couple, round missing. Not like round Gulf, a little bit, couple thunderstorm in there. Just round there. Round or round the 20 region. This models go to all the way to 84 hours. This is going to be very a long event when it's going to be the next around with a storm, because dew points is just going to be very dry and been very below average. Some areas in Florida will be in during November. It's going to be very dry and a little bit low. Cold temperature. And so with the precipitation, it's just in there a little bit snow. Even more longer, not after it, with the storms, with the lightning flashes. Could be a very long day until the next big storm adventures in the venting in the atmosphere. Including with the average temperature, with the big below average temperature very appearing and disappearing, just and a very huge warm flow in Canada in the middle to get very cold air. Yeah, each region massive very hot in the Canada, very cold in the during November. This was the even more farther away is the Gulf, the GFs. The models just show you even more unlikely, but it could be a possibility with the models. Each sounds a little bit more complex when a big system will going to kick in. There's not lots of tropical storms. Yeah, until then, it's gonna be very quiet. Gonna be very big dew points, snail, but we need to worry about the above average temperature and below average temperature going kick in and kick out when the below average affects your region. The difference in the big Texas blowouts and maybe a possibility in November 8th and the 9th. And the Northeast will could be still affected by that blowout temperature gradients. I need to consult with the high pressure will come in play with the low pressure. Still gonna be difference with the pressure and very high voltages is 138. The voltage of 30 and it will split in two. Another one is 1033. And then maybe very, very, very long, but still could be very hard to see. But there's a low pressure slowly forming at November Saturday at 7 p.m. There's a chance this low pressure forming in the Gulf, but it's really far out is hard to still gonna be possibility of low pressures forming in the hours of doubt. Which region it is. Well, it's still a possibility that high pressure going again was that low pressure slowly forming at November 13th. Just a little low pressure forming. By on the 13th, I will be busy on that day because I will tell you on maybe closer, maybe on the 10th about the come event I will go to. This is going to be a extreme weather hour here.